What's going on? How we doing? It's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie. It's been like what, 4, maybe 5 days since I last live streamed, and I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been lazy. All right, I've been freaking hustling. All right. So if y'all be thinking that maybe slacking off, I'll have you know right now that that is not the case at all. A few of my videos been doing really well on YouTube, as you can see here. And honestly, I've been trying to get on this rhythm where I like post one video a week. So, you know, in order for me to get this video out, which is clearly performing pretty well, I had to lock in, and it required me to not live stream for 2 days, unfortunately. And on the weekends, I had to work through it as well. So I'm back. Apologies for not live streaming the last few days, but I want to kind of just jump straight into things, and I want to start the stream off with something that I feel is quite relevant to me. It's also quite relevant to you guys as well, and definitely very relevant to anyone that's in the community, is this chart right here. Now, this kind of blew my mind a little bit, and there's actually a better version of this right here. So in what domains are agents deployed in? You can see that 49% of automations are occurring in software engineering, which like makes sense obviously, because anyone in software engineering has heard or knows about Claude Code or whatever, right? But if you actually look at some of these other areas, like you've got back office automation, you've got marketing and copywriting, sales and CRM, finance and accounting, data analysis, academic research. You go down lower here, you've got legal, travel and logistics, medicine and healthcare, e-commerce operations, education and tutoring. Like there's so many areas that aren't really being covered right now. Gaming and interactive media, like I feel like there is serious opportunity in these specific niches, because everyone is kind of flocking, and I'm guilty of this as well. Everyone is flocking to like these specific areas, and you know, if you look at the actual niche and people that are aware of Claude Code, it makes sense. You know, you want to improve your workflows, you want to improve your coding, you want to improve all these other aspects of your own workflows. And, you know, the nurses of the world aren't really talking about Claude Code. I talked to my girlfriend who's a vet nurse. She has no idea what the hell Claude Code is. You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of opportunity in these other areas that I really want you guys to consider exploring, because like people aren't really thinking about these kind of niches that much. And I really consider, like, even the other day I was talking to my brother, and he's booking his honeymoon right now. And he's telling me like, man, we're spending hours planning our honeymoon. Literally hours. You got to think about it. Like if you're going to Europe, you got to think about the flights to Europe. Then you got to think about the hotels booked in Europe. Then around the hotels, like what is there to do? Maybe there's activities, maybe there's something else. You got to figure that out. And then you got to figure out the travel from your first hotel to the next hotel. Like there's so much involved that could be automated if done correctly. It's literally like it's $1 million idea. So yeah, when you guys are thinking about, you know, your next idea, maybe you're like finishing up and you're kind of in a transition period and thinking, okay, what's the next thing I can work on? I want you guys to genuinely consider like, okay, maybe travel and logistics could be a good idea. Maybe medicine and healthcare, you know? Imagine AI where like it's connected to like the healthcare system, and like you're able to use it for specific medication, or maybe it's like able to scan you, or it's able to look at even x-rays that you've done at the hospital. Like there's so many different ways that AI could be used, and I don't know, I feel like people aren't taking advantage. And this is this graph really did blow my mind. So yeah, this is what I would be working on if I started something new. But today, we're not starting something new. We are working on our autonomous app factory. What up, agency? How you doing? You use Claude Code? Yes, I do. I use Claude Code like every day. But we're working on our autonomous app factory, and for those who are not quite familiar, this is basically a like an app production kind of workflow that is autonomously streamlined through our Openclaw agent Sheldon. And where we kind of left off last time was it was able to generate ideas and build apps autonomously. Now, the apps that it's building aren't quite there yet, but the fact that it was able to go from one end to the other was quite impressive, and I think we made like a big leap in what we were trying to build. So like off the rip, I think one of the main areas of concern right now is probably the fact that there's no like freemium like monetization involved right now. Like someone can just download this app and start using it. So ideally we have like some sort of freemium model. So I think that is definitely something that I'll want to cover. So maybe let's just actually get a doc going and go from there. So first thing, and we can kind of create a list here. So monetization is definitely the big one. Stripe integration with freemium model. And I think the second thing is, in order for people to actually use the app and have high retention, we need like automated onboarding screens. So we need people to actually like be able to, like, when they first download the app, they're kind of going through like a set of, I guess, screens that we prepared or that the AI has autonomously prepared, explaining the app. Let's pick my microphone, screens to explain the app to new users. Maybe go like app features, be a bit more specific. And that's kind of the main two. Like if we can get this going, like I'm pretty happy, man. Like we're at a stage where we're literally producing apps that can make you money. Like I don't know what else you'd really want, you know? So let me chuck some music on real quick. All right, we'll go that. Monetization, Stripe integration with freemium model. All right. App is coming along. However, I noticed Stripe integration was not implemented. This is crucial for monetization on the apps that we build. I suggest through our pipeline, between submit and done, we should have actually it should be after stage. Between review and stage, we should have some sort of monetization applied section. This will need to be carefully crafted, as monetization done incorrectly can deter users on our app. I suggest we implement a freemium model by doing some research online. All right. Is that emulator possible in Windows? Not sure what app that is that emulates the phone. Yeah, the emulator is definitely possible in Windows. It is... Let me find it. It's called Simulator, which is basically the Apple kind of iPhone app. I think you can get Simulator on Windows. Apple Simulator Windows. It's called, yeah, iOS Emulator. Check that out. Using iOS Emulator in Windows. Definitely possible. And even if Apple doesn't do it, I think there would be a third party. There'd be a third party for sure. Oh, it's only for Mac OS? Yeah, okay. So would need to do like third party or something. Which is definitely out there, so. At the end of the day, you're really just testing to see if the app works and looks nice, and you know, maybe it's not cropped out on the edges, and you know what I mean. And you can always get test flight on your mobile and test it out through there. So it wants to fetch this blog. Freemium to premium conversion techniques. I just want to quickly make sure that this is a good reference because it's doing its own research right now. So it's probably worth verifying. Oh, bro. Page not found. I mean, yeah, sure. It's not going to be able to find anything. Did see an S on the end there. Oh, there it is. The mobile app market has exploded. Understand conversion benchmarks. Where do you stand? Hard paywall, 12 conversion, 12%, top 10%. Free trial. That's an interesting one. So 70% of the top 10% of apps use a free trial model, which has a 50 to 60% conversion. Holy shit. Yo. Hi, I installed Openclaw on my VPS. Can I download multiple models on the same VPS, or do I need another VPS? How do I know what RAM, CPU, GPU storage each model needs? Are you talking about like installing Ollama, or are you talking about installing separate Openclaw agents? But if it's Ollama, it's pretty light, man. And you can just ask ChatGPT or whatever AI that you're using. Just be like, what's the minimum required RAM, CPU, GPU required for this specific model that I want? And it'll tell you. Okay, so let's see what it found. Good research. Here's what I found and my proposal. Average freemium paid, 3 to 5% good, 6 to 8% excellent. iOS outperforms Android by 68% in consumer spending. 26% upgrade specifically for full content access, top driver. Timing, 80-90% of trial starts happen day 0. Best conversion, within 7 days or after 30 plus days. Worst, 14 to 21 day dead zone. What works? Soft paywalls, higher retention, gate depth, not core features. Users feel value before paying. Show premium benefits in app better than describing them. Natural friction points. So I did notice, so I kind of want to ask, like, what's better? Is a freemium model better or a free trial model? because we just looked at this this article. It's pretty actually really helpful. Conversion rates vary dramatically by category. So ours would kind of be productivity, download to paid, 9.2%. Download to paid median is 3.5%. So the average is 9.2% for productivity. I think the warranty app would fall under productivity. The 8 drivers of premium conversion. Extended trial expiration. Interesting. Dating's very high. Unlocking access to premium content. Taking advantage of subscription offers. Okay. Hybrid best of both. Okay, let's see. Freemium versus free trial head to head. Freemium 3 to 5% good, 6 to 8% great. Free trial 8 to 12% good, 15 to 25% great. Metrics, sign up volume. Freemium higher, no commitment. Free trial lower, time pressure. User quality, mixed. Many never pay. Higher intent. Metric hard paywall, 2.18% median. Free trials convert 6 times better, but freemium gets more signups. Net revenue often equals out. The real answer depends on app type. So utility apps. Okay, this is very valuable information right here. Yo, what up, O-Kick? Welcome back to the stream. Long time no see. Hope you've been well. Utility apps. So we got for Sheldon's utility apps, soft paywall. Why this works? Shows full value immediate. For indie apps, no card trial. Premium fallback maximizes both reach and revenue. Want me to implement the hybrid model into Sheldon's? How do you plan to implement the hybrid model? Will there be checks involved to see what the app category falls under? Question mark. I think I need to give it VO 3.1 API, so then it's able to actually generate like cooler icons and stuff. Because off the rip, like this is nice, don't get me wrong, but like it could be nicer. At the end of the day though, like if you have a warranty app, I guess you wouldn't want all these bells and whistles. Like I kind of really like that it's super simple like this. Maybe like a search bar category or something, but honestly, let's just see if we can implement the actual app first and the freemium tiers and payment models before we get into improving the apps that it's building. What up, Joe Gum? How you doing? It has been a while. I haven't actually been live streaming for like what, 4 or 5 days now. I've been focusing more on the YouTube videos, kind of side long form content, as well as short form, mainly because I just wanted to try it out. And I don't know, I kind of wanted to look for maybe an editor to help me. I think that was kind of the plan. Anyone in the chat vibe coding right now as well? You vibe coding? Agency? That's usually what I do, to be honest. Sometimes when I'm coding, I should say vibe coding. I don't code, so I shouldn't say coding. But sometimes when I'm vibe coding, I'll, watch someone else's stream who's also working. Bridgemine, Dioburn, and kind of just work alongside them. Your YouTube edits look great. I'm glad that you like them, O-Kick. Because I'm not going to lie, YouTube, my edits take a very long time. Like I think the other day to release that video, I was up from, it was like 6 a.m. in the morning until 11 p.m. at night. I was just editing a YouTube video the whole day for a 15-minute video. The editing takes a very long time. But yeah, kind of a new area I'm getting into. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm definitely having a lot of fun. Okay, so we've got all these categories. So monetize phase, scan features pitch for a keyword, assign category, map category plus monetization profile, load profile config, create product if not exists, create price tier. Okay. Looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. We've got the trial days 7, monthly $2.99, yearly $20. Looks good. Want me to build this? I'll start with category detection script, monetization profiles, Swift UI paywalls, template, Stripe automation. Yes, build. Okay, cool. Now we can test this out. Also, I guess giving it VO 3, right? Interesting that they've got ChatGPT. They're using a bunch of AI examples here. So you got tiered subscription at $20 a month with ChatGPT. Starts free, Midjourney 120. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yo! Got my first ever super chat. Let's go! What up, Tazvir? How we doing? Hope you're well, brother. Appreciate the super chat. It looks like a warranty app. Yeah. I guess that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of the warranty app, is for it to look like one. But yeah, basically what I'm working on today, Gelgum, is Sheldon, which is an autonomous app factory where basically my Openclaw agent, which is also called Sheldon, hooks up to this kind of system that I built with Claude Code and is able to basically generate apps autonomously. And I want to get it to a level where I'm literally waking up in the morning, I hop on stream and I'm just approving apps. Like maybe there's 5 apps we got to run through together as a stream. And that is the kind of workflow that I'm aiming for. So that's kind of the end result. And budget isn't really an issue. Like obviously we're going to spend a shit ton on AI tokens and whatnot. But the main kind of goal here is to kind of just, I think the ROI is higher because, let's say we spend $500 a month, maybe $1,000 a month on AI tokens. Hopefully the apps that we're building, maybe out of that we were able to build 50 apps. Hopefully one in those 50 apps is able to, recoup those costs. And over time, maybe over 12 months, that it's passively able to generate revenue for us. That's kind of the plan here. We're building an asset that will help us long term. And if we're one of the first people to be able to build this, then we have a huge advantage, right? Because this isn't, like you've seen on stream how hard it's been for me to even get to this level. So the barrier to entry is quite high. So if we are able to build this and we're one of the first people to ever kind of execute, then I think we've got a really interesting rest of the series, Vibecoding until I make 100K could literally just be me approving apps on the stream. And Sheldon is actually creating all the apps for us. But yeah, I think that would be really fun. Obviously a lot of debugging involved, but do you do coding for a living? No, I do not. I do not do coding for a living. I mean, all I do right now is I literally vibe code. I just vibe code and hang out with you guys. So before I was kind of doing this sort of stuff, I was in marketing and I kind of just focused on, go-to-market strategies and that sort of stuff. So I built up a bit of savings and I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to start working on my own personal brand because I only ever focused on other people's brands and other people's businesses. So yeah, that was kind of the transition. Yo, Tasvir with another 20. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. That's the second ever super chat I've ever gotten. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. How did Sheldon come up with this idea? So Sheldon, the way it actually comes up with ideas is it searches Reddit and X for pain points and is able to kind of validate its own ideas and then make apps out of them. That's kind of the system that we've got right now. When it comes to this actual app factory, I think what I kind of want to do to start with is kind of feed it my own ideas. But you can see here, it's already generated like Warranty Vault, which is what I just showed you. Gym Snap, can you guys see? My camera's not blocking it. Yeah, you got Gym Snap here, track your fitness progress with photo comparisons. Pantry Pal, you know what's in your kitchen, reduce food waste. You got Meeting Memo, AI-powered meeting summaries in seconds. Like it came up with all these ideas by itself. And you know, some of these ideas might not be great, but the idea is that we're aiming to just pump out a bunch of these ideas, right? And hopefully one of them pops off. Split IOU, track group expenses without the awkward you owe me texts. How I peep Claude code straight in the terminal, you outgrew Conductor. I switched between the two. Because what we're actually looking inside of right now is my Openclaw environment, which is in my Mac Mini. So I don't actually have Conductor in my Mac Mini yet. If we go into my actual laptop here, you can see I've got Conductor right here, which I actually really like Conductor. I'm not gonna lie. I do really like Conductor. But yeah, the terminal works fine nowadays. I'm not too scared of it. This is Conductor. I actually highly recommend Conductor. If you got a Mac OS, if you're on Mac OS and you're looking for an IDE, highly recommend Conductor. It's completely free. You just got to connect your Claude subscription and you're good to go. It supports Claude and Codex, so either of those. And you can pick between these different agents on the side here. It's cool. It's like multi-agent planning. Are you using the Larry thing you posted about a few days ago? Yeah. So what I'm actually going to plan to do is I'm going to launch this iOS app factory and I'm going to connect Larry to it. So it's autonomously marketing the apps that we're building. That's definitely the plan. But I do want to get the iOS app first. Brother, I'm having problems in Openclaw for past 15 days. Really need your help. Hit me. What's the issue, bro? How much a month do you spend on API calls? We're probably at, I'm gonna say, maybe $600 at the moment in terms of API calls. And I think that's only gonna increase as we continue to work on these autonomous app loops. All right, cool. Let's do a full run with Warranty Vault so we can test. All right, we're basically testing the monetization right now. Is it autonomously able to monetize? All right, let's have a look. Build succeeded. What Warranty Vault now has: free trial, 7 days full access, freemium with limits, 3 then paywall, 10 max then paywall. Nah, I think it should be free trial. I think it should be free trial and then paid. So essentially no freemium. I think we pick one or the other. The warranty app is quite simple and no one is scanning 3 a day. 3 a day on average. Let's see if this works though. I'm gonna test it. The thing is, I don't see any pop-up. You're right. For utility apps like Warranty Vault, users scan warranties occasionally when they buy something, not daily. Freemium limits friction without adding value. Pure trial paid converts better. I think what could be interesting if maybe it was like the first 5 is free and then it's paid. So people already feel like they're like stuck on this app. I want to run Openclaw locally using Olama, but always get some error only. Really? What device do you have? Tasphere. Yes, get him hooked. That's what I'm thinking as well. The idea is to get them hooked. Please alter the monetization strategy for retention and getting the user hooked. For example, freemium could involve scanning 3 items, and for the 4th one you need to pay. No time limit. This hooks the user into wanting to use the app more as they already have been using it, converting in a sale. With the trials, we want to aim to give the user 7 days to test the app and cancel if they don't like it. After 7 days, they should automatically be charged for the remainder for the following month. Let's see. I'm not seeing, maybe I gotta refresh this actually. It's not popping up here. We recently just got this AI ideate button where it automatically comes up with ideas. Be cool to test that as well. Yo, one sec. I'm gonna turn the aircon on. What apps have you made already available on the App Store? So we've built Ore Miner, which is basically a crypto I guess in a simplest form, it's a crypto trading app, which is on the Solana mobile app store. It's also a web app. We've also built Sway, which honestly, I have no idea what's going on with Sway, because we literally submitted it into the App Store and it's been 3 weeks and we haven't heard back from them. So I need to kind of see what's going on there. And we've also built Moltboard, which is basically a web application where Openclaw agents could come in and draw together. Those are kind of the 3 main ones. We've also built like a bunch of other stuff in between, like a Premiere Pro plugin and stuff like that. But this is the very first time we're actually delving into iOS apps. Okay, let's have a look here. Warranty Vault Premium. When users try to add the 4th item. Focus lock. All right. So let's go ahead and try. Has this been implemented in the monetization strategy and added to the factory loop, as I have not seen it pop up. Also, can I test? About to add 4 warranties to the app, expecting a paywall. I don't think the monetization phase is in the factory loop yet. Is the paywall actually wired into warranty UIs? Found the issue. The monetization files were injected, but not wired into the app's UI. The app add warranty U doesn't check the item limit before saving. Okay. We're making progress. The other thing we need to actually do is I need to reset my Sheldon agent. From the testing that we did last time, I over bloated his context window. What's the reset for the Openclaw agents? Why there's nothing showing? Here we go. I think it's this one. Man, compacting the conversation always takes so long. Adds like 5 minutes to your prompt. Interesting, a tree setting. Okay, this is looking nice. Yo, looking clean. Scroll's not okay. Scroll is working. Yo, this is looking sexy. So it's saying 7 days left in your free trial. Home screen says 3 items left, but then when I open paywall, it shows 7 days left. This is confusing as they counter each other. It should just be freemium model, I think. We shouldn't do trial plus freemium. Like it's one or the other. When monetizing. Each app is either 100%, 100% freemium or 100% trial. This lets us hone in and specialize for those specific strategies. It's looking clean though. Unlimited usage. Access anywhere. Smarter reminders. The ad free is an interesting one. We could add maybe ads to the free version. That's also not another bad way to monetize, is there's just ads on the free version. Can we confirm this has been implemented in the factory loop, as I do not see it on the UI dashboard with the loop stages. What's this look like? Okay, it's gone. This looks nice. I'm not gonna lie. This looks real nice. So, ideally, if I were to add 3 items now, item 1, store 1, and then I just saved it. Item 2, store 2. Item 3, store 3. Free limit reached, and then I go 1 more. Item 4, store 4. Boom. Cool. All right. Monetization is working by the looks of it. So cool. You get like 100 guys paying $20 a year. You got $2 grand a year just coming in passively for this random app. Like, that's not bad. I could see my dad using this app. I'm not gonna lie. Can we confirm that this hasn't been implemented in the factory loop, as I don't see it on the UI dashboard with the loop stages? It's warranty counter. You think someone will pay $20? Well, it's $20 for the year. It's only $3 per month. So super cheap. So let's say like out of the, and we can obviously change the pricing if it doesn't match up. Like we could bring it down to $1.50 if the conversion isn't looking good. I would go for less on your place and more conversion. You reckon? So you're thinking like what, $1.50 or something? I mean, let's see. Let's launch it first. Let's say we get 100 downloads and no one pays. We know like there's something wrong with the pricing. You know what I mean? Should make year way more cheaper. You reckon? Monthly is $3. So yearly being literally a third of the price. $2.10 for a year. Automatically that makes someone take 1 year. Interesting. Interesting. I think we could charge more. Because you got to consider like the type of person that would want a warranty. You also got to consider that. Like the person that is like collecting their warranties, they're going to be like a dad or like a mom. Like these people have money. You know what I mean? It's not like they're not like people our age who are checking warranties. I'm not collecting my warranties. You know what I mean? You also got to consider the actual target audience. Like for a dad who's buying like all this shit and he's able to never like actually claim his warranties. Like imagine some dude saves $1,000 collecting a warranty from his couch. You know what I mean? Like now, the $20 a year he spent on this app is actually worth a lot more than to him perceptually. You can always A/B test the paywall. That's a really good idea actually. That would be nice to be able to bake in. Like A/B test it. It's tempting to only offer the trial for the yearly customers. I'm wondering if we could. I think A/B testing is definitely the play. That's a very good point. Oh, kick. I didn't even think about that. We can do an A/B test with startup cryptos, and then we can do one with mine, and we can see. I live in Europe, and I think not too much people from, example, my country would pay that much. Europe, it would be cheaper, right? Like even for me, like I look at this, I'm looking at this in Australian dollars. Europe would be like half the price of this. You know what I mean? Because I think a euro in Australian dollars is like a 1.7. $1 is 1.7 Australian dollars. So when you look at it like that and consider that it's automatically going to convert in different countries, it would actually end up being closer to your price, startup crypto. It would be closer to $10 in euros. You can change the prices based on countries, by the way, and only offer the trial to certain countries. Yeah, okay. That's cool. That's good to know. We're definitely going to have to explore the pricing further. What's it saying here? The monetize phase will auto-detect app. The UI server is running. You should see the complete pipeline. Ideate, build, review, monetize. Ideate, build, review, stage, post. I'm not seeing ideate, review, monetize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not seeing it in the stages. If you want to be on official store, I would recommend cheap offer. Okay. I like Olkick's idea where we can A/B test. But I agree with you, bro. Like, you don't want this to look like something that people feel pain buying, because it's such a simple idea, an app. You don't want someone looking at this and being like, $20 a year? What the hell? I'm not paying that shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is all autonomously made with the AI. So we need to consider like not over engineering things as well, because it's all automatic and we're aiming for quantity more than quality. Because right now we just want to make sure that it's able to make 5 apps a day, even if none of them are getting downloads, because then we can start iterating and fixing. We could add ads in the free version. So when you have the paid version, there's no like ads or anything. But anyway, I think we should just launch it. What up, Coco? We are not building a new app. We're still working on the autonomous app factory, where it autonomously builds apps for us. Every day it builds 5. And we're just kind of debugging and working around it. Have you made slot for photo of receipt? Yep. We have. You can see here. Add receipt photo. What you working on, Coco? Startup crypto, you working on anything? Olkick? You guys working on anything new? I got in contact with DFlow. Did you see that they require KYC now to use the Kalshi API? Oh, really? Oh, yeah, the DFlow proof thing. Yeah, we did get messaged about that. What about the pixel thing you were talking about? We still have that running in the background. Moltboard. Moltboard is still active. Let's do a quick refresh here. Alright, I see monetize there now. Alright, cool. Alright, we got the app tested and working. Is Stripe connected? Actually, working. How about submissions? We haven't really tested that out yet. I'm creating my own bot. What for? I'll kick. How useful has Openclaw been so far? Pretty useful. It's helped me generate, I think the biggest thing that Openclaw has helped me with right now, before not including this autonomous app factory that we have here, which it will also be useful for, is the fact that it has generated me hundreds of thousands of views on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's able to literally autonomously research like video content ideas through X and spit out like working scripts. And those exact scripts I've used to generate 100,000 views in a video. What kind of prompt did you use for the menu? I didn't prompt this. Agency, this is fully autonomous. Like, I am building the system that automatically builds apps, meaning I have no input in how the app is being built. Does that make sense? It scrapes Reddit and suggests responses for me. I'm trying to build up my karma on there. Yo, that's cool. What are you using to scrape Reddit? Do they have like an API, right? It's free, isn't it? Is this Claude bot that's writing scripts? Damn. Nah, this is Claude code on the left-hand side. Simulate the full flow and I'll submit. And let me know where to go to submit the button. To press my English right now. To press the button to submit. All right, we got Warranty Vault being reviewed here. It's going through the phases, as you can see. Claude SDK. What about for Reddit though? Like, to connect it to Reddit, what are you using? I got a liquidity providing terminal on Solana, 400 users per day. Yo, nice. That's sick, bro. Congrats, Coco. You making good money off that, or? Damn, bro, looks great. Appreciate your agency. Thanks, man. Deploy, submit. So I test it now. Right? So if I was, okay, cool. Testing it, auto launches on my iOS app. Then I would press approve. Approve this app for App Store submission. Approve Warranty Vault for App Store submission. This will submit the app for Apple's review. Warranty Vault approved. Just clicked it. Just clicked it. In a real setup, Fastlane would run. App gets uploaded to App Store Connect for review. Try clicking the approve button now. Just clicked it. Reddit's public JSON endpoints. Claude Code is doing and guiding me, lol. Okay, that's good to know. Yo, did you put on some music? Yeah, I did. You guys can't hear it? Oh, it's not very loud here. I have already provided them. For the approve button, it would be better if it auto-linked to the submission page, because then I can see, okay, what description has been placed, what photos have been used, what logo, etc. Let me add the function to Open App Store Connect. Yo, while that's actually showing, real quick, I want to show you guys my YouTube analytics, because I feel like no one really shows those. So I kind of want to show you, like, I've got a few videos that have done well here, and I want to show you how much I've made, because I feel like that's kind of interesting, no? So basically you can see here, we've got a video that's done 4.5K views, a video that's done 27,000 views, a video that's done 9.1K views, and this one's done 17,000 views. So it's important to note that I got monetized like around after posting this video. So for about a majority of the views on this video and majority of the views on this video haven't really accounted to much. Thanks for your tutorials from Dominican Republic. Appreciate you, bro. And so, if we go on my YouTube analytics, you can kind of see that we have made $183. So if I go over here, you can kind of see the moment I got monetized, I actually posted all my content around here. So the moment I got monetized, you can see like $12, $25, and then I actually launched that video recently, and this video. And I think it takes about 2 days to fully recognize like how much money is coming in, but it's looking like this video is going to generate some decent revenue. Now I'm not going to count this towards our challenge, because you know the challenge is vibe coding until I make 100K, and this is not really vibe coding, this is just content creation. So, yeah, I thought this was kind of really interesting to show. I feel like people don't really show these sorts of statistics, so kind of wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, I feel like I've noticed the most amount of growth is coming from these videos. Like if we look at I cut my Openclaw cost by 97%, you can see it's generated $43 since the 15th of February, which you can see it's doing about $6 every single day, consistently generating $6 every day. And I think the idea is going to be to kind of have like a library. Obviously subscribers, watch time, views are quite high. But you know what I've actually found? Because this is a 5-minute video, it doesn't generate anywhere near as much compared to this video, which is 15 minutes. And so this video only came out the other day, and it's generated $73 in just one day. Now I actually reckon these next 2 days are going to be higher. So let's see. Not gonna lie, this music got me feeling calm. Playlist link. I'm using the YouTube's creator music program thing right now, and I just searched up ambient. Here, you can see it right here, bro. This is what it is. But that's how I found you, through the videos. Yeah, I feel like the videos have been doing really well for me recently, which is kind of crazy to think because I've been live streaming for so long, and out of nowhere I post a video or two and my literal subscriber count doubled. Like, it blew my mind. I was like, whoa. I'm used to like doing 15, 20 live streams to get to that subscriber count, and in just one good video I was able to get like 20. I calculated in like live streams. So in one video I was able to get 20 live streams worth of like growth. Does that make sense? It's kind of funny. It must motivate you to keep going. It definitely does. It's made me go a lot harder on content. I work a lot more now. I used to do like what, 8-hour days. Now I'm doing 12, 14-hour days, because I'm just like, dude, if people are liking my content, like I'm gonna keep going, you know? But yeah, glad that you guys have been liking my content, man. I've been trying really hard to make it entertaining. The Openclaw use cases. Yo, also, No Chill Rick, let me know if you got any feedback. Like, did you like the video? Did you feel like there was like too many edits? Because I go really hard on the editing. Did you feel like there was too much? Or maybe did you feel like maybe there wasn't enough? Do you think it could have been longer, shorter? So I pressed approve. Opens App Store Connect, where you can check submit after you've reviewed and are happy. Click this to submit. Where is that button? I don't see that. I don't see it. Where is that? The button? All I see is the test and approve buttons. Maybe I gotta give it a refresh. Oh, there it is. Yo! Hold on, let me just check there's no sensitive data. Sensitive data in here. Okay, we're basically checking if it's able to do end to end. How'd you come up with your video ideas? I just look at what else is trending. So I have this, here I'll show you. I have this vidIQ payment thing that I'm basically paying for. It's pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. It's like 30 bucks a month. But this has a really cool tool called Outliers. And what you can do is you can search up things like Openclaw. And you're able to see like, okay, these videos, this is a 100x outlier. And it basically says this video performed way better than all the other videos that this creator posted. That's basically what that means. Like, you can see this guy, 100x outlier. This guy only has 926 subscribers, got 20,000 views with this video. So it goes to show, like, this is kind of how I'm doing my research and finding content that people are gonna want to watch. Yeah, I'm sure there's a cheaper version. vidIQ is just what I use because it's easiest. But yeah, kind of cool. Anyway, let me check this App Store submission thingy. Yo, check this out. just check. Give me one sec. Okay. Yo, you guys gotta check this out. You guys got to check this out. This is cool. So, I've just opened up my app developer account, and right here, waiting for me, is Snap Measure Pro. So now what it looks like is I can test it, and then I can review it in the App Store Connect, which is basically the developer account, and then it's automatically uploaded everything here. I just click it, and I can go through and look, okay, measure anything with your camera, snap, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of cool. It shows everything here. And I've just realized that it is actually not showing the right app. I got a bit too excited there. Okay, so I've pressed the button, and I've noticed the warranty app is not there. It's missing, and it's missing. The idea is that the warranty app should be here ready for me to review and alter any last changes around the description, etc. I have provided all developer details necessary in order to accomplish this. Not quite there. What up, Auntie? How you doing? How did you get 46k? Greetings from Germany. What up? Currently 11:52 a.m. here in Australia. Feel free to read the description. I kind of give a bit more of an in-depth overview on how we've gotten here so far. Mainly because that is a question that is asked quite a lot. So rather than repeating myself, I'm just like, yo, check out the Discord. I mean, not the Discord, the description. I like the video Openclaw compared to some from others I watched. The edit's cool, but your pacing and tone was key for me to follow along. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I like to keep it fast paced, you know, because I feel like I don't want to waste people's time. Like, especially if it's like a 15-minute video, I don't want to drag on. So glad that you enjoyed it, bro. Thanks for the feedback, No Chill Rick. Anyone else vibe coding alongside me right now? I think it could be cool for me to kind of share my, I guess, my analytics maybe once a week or something. So just to kind of keep you guys up to date on that side of things. But I just want to be super transparent about everything. You know, how much money I'm making here, how much money I'm making there. Because I feel like if you guys can take and like learn anything out of it, then, you know, we're in a good spot. Because at the end of the day, I feel like there aren't enough people sharing that sort of information. And, you know, I know that like that would have been really like helpful for me if someone shared that with me early on. And so, yeah, why not? That's kind of like what I feel like is going to differentiate me from other creators, is just the fact that I'm very transparent about everything. That's kind of what I want to be different about me versus the other guys that you guys watch. Yes, working on my portfolio, simple stuff. Nice. Well, is this like your developer portfolio or you looking to get hired, Geogum? Not gonna lie, I feel like I learn a lot from you. I'm glad. Appreciate that, Old Kick. That's the goal, you know? I'll then register the app. Would you like me to... I already created the API key, bruv. API key has already been created. Please review keys. Not share screen while I'm configuring this. I feel like you can learn a lot. I think you can learn a lot from like people being transparent, you know. Because if you see like someone working on something and then they're making good money out of it, and you're able to see like from scratch, this guy has literally been able to generate X amount and it's only been 30 days or whatever. I feel like it gives you a good idea of like, okay, there's a lot of opportunity in this area. I think I told you to make the music too loud, lol. Oh yeah, did I make it a bit too loud? Yeah, I put it down a bit. Is that better? I'm like you though, grinding until I make bank. I don't want to work another regular 9 to 5. Hey bro, you and me both, man. I did like calculations the other day, and this is me being like super transparent right now, but you know, I did some calculations the other day and I was like, okay, I actually only have about 10 months of runway. So in 10 months, I need to basically find a way to, you know, be able to generate consistent revenue in whether it's the apps that I build on stream or it's the content that I make on YouTube. I need to find something that is going to bring money in the door because I'm eating out my savings very quickly. And you know, obviously I moved out of home. I pay for rent in this lovely apartment that I have here. And in 10 months, if I can't figure that shit out, then I'm screwed. So, you know, the pressure definitely makes me want to work harder. And, you know, I wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for me moving out of home and having to pay rent and really kind of getting all these things in front of mind, I probably wouldn't even be making content. I probably wouldn't even be live streaming right now. And so, you know, I feel like the fear of failing is stronger than the idea of like success, for me at least. And so the fear is kind of what fuels me over like the thought of like, oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money one day. The fear of like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to pay rent in 10 months if I don't make money right now. That is kind of what motivates me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that kind of gets my gears going a little bit more than the idea of the success. It's more like, okay, the idea of failure. Hey, Chex, you can agree, bro? I know that we don't need to create the app manually because we were able to do it autonomously before through Xcode, I think. Yo, I'm vibing this music. We're basically just seeing if we can automatically bring Warranty Vault into this section here. But yeah, I'm just gonna not share screen for a sec, just in case it asks me to share something sensitive. But also, I'm in a bit of a video making mood these days because obviously the views are coming in. So I'm curious, like if there's anything specific that you guys want to see, you know, let me know. I just realized that Nightbot command is actually outdated. By the way, anyone that joined the Discord, who got the OG role, no longer giving those roles out. So yeah, if you got the OG role, congratulations. Because I'm never gonna give the OG role out ever again. And I'm thinking maybe in future, if I build some cool stuff, like it could be cool to like just give it to the OGs, or even like have a special chat just for the OGs. Maybe the Discord's getting a bit too full and the OGs wanting it like a place to talk to each other. Open to ideas for sure. Lol, checking if I have the OG role. I'm pretty sure you do. You were like in the top like 50 people to join the Discord, weren't you, Olkick? I remember you in like the first 100 members. I remember like because I hadn't set up the auto roll properly, I had to manually go through and give like 50 people the membership. It's kind of funny. You definitely were. Dude, I'm pretty sure you're like one of the first people to ever even send a message in the chat. Yo, I'm vibing this music. Kind of hidden. Wait, the upload fails because the app record doesn't exist yet. Creating the app record manually in App Store. That's not true. I know that's not true because we were able to do it with Snap Measure Pro. This is incorrect, as we were able to upload Snap Measure Pro fully autonomously. Which measure? Fully autonomously. If you look around in the old money loop, you might be able to find how it was made, or the old Openclaw setup. Because we were able to automatically upload this. So it should be doable. Like I remember going into Xcode. It was like device. View debugging. Induce device conditions, devices and simulators. I don't know. There was something specific that I was able to do. Hold up. Just trying to figure out how the snap measure app we did was autonomously uploaded. Because it's saying it's not possible now. Yo, I think we figured it out. think. Yes, you can automate the process of submitting apps and managing various aspects of the App Store submission workflow using the App Store Connect API. I Managing apps. Build and maintain your App Store product page by uploading and managing assets. I think I need to share this. Please review. Please review where it states app submission is possible through API. Let me check. Wait, can they share this in a different... Do they have this in a .md or something? No. Come on. Based on research of the official Apple documentation, the App Store Connect API does not support creating new app records. Really? The API error is the expected behavior per Apple's design. I remember through Xcode, that through Xcode, I was able to connect my iPhone device and somehow you could then upload the app autonomously. This method has been done in the previous Snap Measure Pro build, as you can see here. And I'll just share a screenshot. And add that. Do I actually have to create the app manually? You're right. When using Xcode Organizer GUI, that's like how Snap Measure Pro is created. Oh my God. Hallucinations, man. The hallucinations. You didn't know code when you started all this, correct? Yes, sir. I still don't know code. How do you have confidence in any blockchain apps built with AI? The few I've launched on testnets work great, but with blockchain and using money, I just still don't have the balls, huh? Yo, bro, you should check out Ankh Mate. Check out Privy. So this, I highly recommend it if you're building blockchain apps, because this will actually handle the security for you. And it basically is a plugin for your application for your users to sign in with their wallets and basically interact with your app. And they will handle the complete like wallet creation and all that sort of stuff. And so if you let Privy handle security, then you don't need to worry about it. You know what I mean? They handle authentication, transaction creation, wallet creation, generation, burner wallet generation. They handle all of that, and it's actually free for your first 300 users. So you're literally able to go out and test your app with this plugin that is literally made by the Stripe company, by the way. So it's super legit. Dude, Unk, bro, you gotta look at this. So hit up Privy. It can be a bit dickery. Also, with the Privy docs, if you do run into issues, bro, check out this one. Docs.privy.io using LLMs, and you can actually get the everything in a .md. So view as markdown. And now you can just copy this link into your LLM and just paste that into your LLM. So if you run into any issues, you just copy that, paste it into LLM, you're done. I didn't use Privy for the ore miner because I didn't know about it. I used another one which was like way more clunky. I'm using Privy for Sway though. Doobie, doesn't matter how long a YouTube account existed. I'm thinking of creating shorts. Nah, it doesn't. I will say though, it does take a little bit of time for YouTube to pick up like your, I guess, algorithm. So like when I was making content earlier, it kind of didn't pick up for a little while. And only, you can kind of see if you scroll down here, I'm getting like 40 views, like 57 views. Like it didn't really pick up until later when I was super consistent about the AI stuff. And now it's picked up a lot more. If you make shorts, if you make shorts, use Buffer. So Buffer is basically free if you connect it to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. It's free because basically you can now post your short on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the same time. And this will basically greatly increase the chances of you doing well. Because I thought, like YouTube Shorts are doing well for me. I'll just post on YouTube Shorts, like screw TikTok and Instagram. And then I was like, you know what, maybe I should try it. And I tried it. And now Instagram is my highest view generating content thingy. Like this one video alone got over 112,000 views. This one right here. 112,000 views. This one got 20,000. This one got 89,000. I don't have a single one that has gotten that level on YouTube. So yeah, highly recommend Buffer. Basically what it does is it automatically posts it on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at the same time. The one video that you made. So you can see here, I've got this one video here, right? About Sam Altman's pitch when he was 19. He raised $30 million. And it automatically posted it on Instagram. It posted it on X. It posted it on TikTok. Completely for free. So I highly recommend using this because it saves you the time. Buffer is free if you only have 3 integrations. I have 4, so I have to pay. The free tier is super generous with Buffer. It's like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. What more do you need? I have Instagram as Twitter as well because that's what I use. But what more do you need than that? And then it lets you post up to 50 at a time. So you can schedule 50 posts at a time. And then if you go over 50, then you have to start paying. But I actually went over 50, so I started paying. But I was able to schedule 50 posts before I started paying. So highly recommend Buffer because it's a very generous free tool until you start going hard. There are better ones that are open source than Buffer, such as Buffer's actually, not gonna lie, been recommended to me by a lot of content creators, like a lot. So, at the end of the day, I'm looking at things that are convenient for me. What's the easiest way for me to upload a video? A lot of these open source tools, they're not constantly updated, or, obviously like people aren't going to spend as much time working on their open source tools as much as a company that it's their full-time job to just make this as good as possible. You should make a local workflow that only posts 49 at a time, and you should just line them up. That's a pretty good idea, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good idea. What LLMs are you using at the moment? Did you try Minimax 2.5 or any other new LLM that came out this year? I actually haven't tried Minimax yet. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried Ponytail, which is pretty good. Olam is not bad. Gemini, the new Gemini 3.1 is really good for generating content. Obviously Opus and Codex, but I haven't tried Minimax. Anyway, what's it saying over here? Terminal wants access to control Xcode, allowing control will provide access to documents and data. Allow. Dude, I can't get away from your content now. Good job. I appreciate you, Onk. The new Quen that just came out today or yesterday is a beast. 1 million context. Quen. Really? Let's have a look on OpenRouter. I like looking at the comparisons. So we've got, is it this one? Quen 3.5. This came out, is it 8 days ago? Let's try this. Let's compare it with Gemini 3.1 and Minimax 2.5. So context, where's context at? 40 cents per mil, 30 cents per mil. Not bad. It's actually on the higher end for the Chinese models, I'm not gonna lie. Kimi's like 22 cents, I think. Gemini actually pretty cheap for the Western models. $2 per million tokens, actually very good. It'll be interesting to compare the... Usually there's an option to run a test. Okay, let's look. This will give us an idea of who's actually the fastest. So basically, it looks like... So Google actually started... Gemini started slower, but it looks like it's catching up. Quen's doing pretty good. Minimax is a bit behind. Dude, Quen and Gemini are like neck and neck right now. Oh, Gemini's just overtaken Quen. Oh, Gemini's overtaken Quen. Like slightly. Minimax trailing behind a little bit. Gemini's at 90%. Done. Okay. Done. And then Minimax actually trailing behind. Unlimited free on the website. Build a headless browser and local interface into VS Code. Send messages through that. Skip the API. Damn, that's a good idea. Most important question, is that insane price of Opus worth it at all in any case? I mean, when you start using it for coding, you kind of realize, I mean, the thing with, it's either Opus or Codex in my eyes, right? When you actually use these models for coding, you kind of run into areas of frustration where you're kind of like, damn, I wish I actually used Opus here. Or damn, I wish I actually used Codex here. And I ran into this countless times with Kimi, right? Everyone was raving about Kimi when it first launched, and then they use them and they're like, oh, actually, I prefer Opus. Everyone's raving about Quen right now. Give it like a few weeks and let's see where we're at. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is a really cool feature that I like, OpenRouter. So Gemini obviously winning. Now, I don't know. It depends on you guys. Is it worth an extra 2 seconds to pay 50% more, nearly 5 times more? I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide. Quen or Gemini? Minimax kind of actually trailing behind a fair bit, I'm not going to lie. So I'd actually go Quen over Minimax in this scenario. Now, obviously that's not testing all scenarios, but I'm full of them. Unk full of the passes. I just went through my $200 Codex plan's weekly limit in 4 days. I'm not pleased. Damn, man. Power user. What are you building? What are you working on, Unk? Oh, talking about the unlimited GPT 5.2 they claim. Uh-oh. What have you got to say? Probably shouldn't share screen here. Oh, this is a nice song. Too many, I just went through talking about too many things and none of past 95%. You didn't hit your monthly, probably you hit your daily for that day. Last time I hopped on, you were at 36K. How did you make another 10K? We launched Moltboard, which generated $10,000 in trading fees. So I actually do a full breakdown on this last $10,000 that I made in the last live stream, day 33. I created like a presentation and I show you the conversion rates. I even show you like, you know, the wins, what the losses, what I learned, etc. It's like the first 20 minutes of the last live stream if you want to check it out. All right, this is looking promising, guys. This is looking promising. Check this out over here. So I think we have gotten to a level where this is looking like it's ready to be distributed. What's it saying over here? I've opened the Warranty Vault archive in Xcode Organizer. This is how Snap Measure Pro was likely uploaded. In the Organizer window, select the Warranty Vault archive, click Distribute App, choose App Store Connect, next choose Upload, next. If the app doesn't exist, it will prompt you to create it with name SKU. Follow the signing prompts, upload. This is the one-time step that creates the app record. After this, future uploads can be fully automated. The key insight, Xcode Organizer can create app records, but Cannot. This is Apple's design. They want a human to click through the app creation at least once. Okay, perfect. Let's test this out. So if we click on this, validate app and distribute app. There's two different things here. So let's click distribute app, App Store Connect, distribute. And then name will go, what name did it want me to use? Warranty Vault. Is it going to tell me that the name's taken? Yo, okay. This is looking good. This is pretty autonomous. Like I just pressed 3 buttons and now we're literally publishing an app. What time zone am I in? I'm in AEST, Sydney time. What are your thoughts on my last question? I'm interested in hearing your opinion. You didn't, wait, which question? Last time I hopped on, you were at 36K. How did you make another 10K? I answered it earlier, Sam. Are you releasing HTE app? Uh-oh, what happened here? The following issues occurred while distributing your app. Okay. I'm assuming tried to distribute app and the following issues occurred. Please review and make sure you're taking note of all this, as it will need to be implemented in the app factory where submissions occur through Xcode now. All right, let's see how that goes. Oh, I think the question got... Are you releasing the app now or just prepping? Just prepping. Just want to see if we can go end to end. That's a good name. Sheldon has come a long way. He actually has. Australia. That's why I don't catch you live much. I'm like exact opposite. Yeah, Germany's like, dude, that's the other side of the world. If I dig a hole on the ground, I'll probably catch you on the other side. I will try and mix it up a little so we have a stream. Like if I live stream in the afternoons, maybe, I'm pretty sure that'll be better for like European countries. So yeah, planning to mix it up a little bit more. I think I'll do like maybe mornings and then we can switch to like afternoons for like 1 or 2 days and then I get to see everyone. Because I noticed one time I streamed in the afternoons and all of a sudden like I'm getting people from like Asia, I'm getting people from, you know, Nepal, which is where I'm from. And I was like, damn, what the hell? Like I never get this shit when I'm doing it in the mornings. Sam is saying, hey, I have a question. I'm using Gemini models for my Openclaw and I don't think they are working too well. Should I switch to OpenAI models with a subscription? I think OpenAI with a subscription is definitely going to be cheaper. And I reckon they're only going to make it easier and easier to use OpenAI in Openclaw. So I reckon it's worth, you know what, you can also use multiple models, you know? Like you can have Gemini set up so that it's only used Gemini for a specific task. Like maybe you just want to generate images. You know what I mean? So you use the Gemini's VO3 to generate the images, but you want to use OpenAI's ChatGPT for most of the day-to-day activities. Or you want to use Gemini Flash, which is what I use for most of the day-to-day activities. And then I switch to Opus for coding, and then I switch to Gemini for the, I guess, image generation. You need an icon for your app? Yeah. I think the next thing we also need to implement is being able to connect VO to this, so it's auto generating its own icons as well. I think that's the next thing we need to implement. Let me add that here. Would be like connect VO3 so it auto generates icons and assets for the app. Name unknown. What are you working on, bro? Currently, we're working on an autonomous app factory. Where it auto kind of creates apps for us every day. Like generates 5 apps, and all we do is like tick and approve them. I'm in East Coast US. It's Sunday night here at 8:30, right before 30 inches of snow. I have some time to watch. 30 inches of snow. Holy shit, dude. That's crazy. Do you guys have like snow insurance or something over there? Dude, I feel like it would be so expensive to like insure your car if it gets like completely bugged down by snow. Is that right? I have Gemini Flash for my brain, and it seems like it doesn't actually click through anything or really do anything I can see. Yeah, right. I mean, you could try switching to something else. I knew it. Gonna be a nightmare. I knew it. Yeah, I had a feeling, dude. Insurance would be so expensive if you're getting 30 inches of snow. All right, it looks like the app, it's given us a second kind of submission here. Looks like it's gotten all these additional feedback. I've told it to create notes because what it's kind of doing right now is outside of the actual app factory. So everything we're kind of testing is outside of the app factory, and then we're going to test it, see if it works. If it works, then we add it to the app factory. That's kind of the workflow that we're doing right now. Now, I wouldn't say it's the best workflow. I'm sure there's a developer out there that's probably laughing at me right now, but hey, it's working for me. All right, let's try and upload this again. Okay. All right, we're going to try and upload this app again. Distribute app, App Store Connect. Preparing. Let's see if it works this time. Act of God is no longer a thing. If your car got destroyed, you just know it's your deal. Really? Damn. So they don't even cover that. They don't even cover your car being destroyed by snow. What about your house? Is there house insurance for snow? Like, surely someone's got to have insurance for snow. Okay, we got another validation error, but now we only have 1 instead of 3. So, bit of an improvement. So it looks like we ran into an issue where the icon had a transparency. So you can see here, invalid large app icon. The icon can't have transparency. Let me fix that and rebuild. Fix icon has no transparency. Try distribute app. Okay. 3rd time's a charm. App Store Connect, distribute. The goal is to be able to see it on the App Store Connect page here on the right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Please. Yes! So I should be able to refresh this. Yes! Let's go! Check it out, people! See that shit? We just got Warranty Vault. We literally now have an end-to-end workflow for building the app autonomously, monetizing the app, and being able to now submit it with 3 buttons into the app developer store. Like, bro. Let's go. Let's actually go. So now we just got to implement this into the workflow. So, perfect. App has been submitted. Now let's update the factory workflow to incorporate our findings. I prefer this method because I just pressed 3 buttons and the app was uploaded. Very little manual work needed. What's the purpose of this app? The purpose is not the app specifically. I mean, if you want to know the purpose, it's basically a warranty tracker. But the purpose of this is not to actually be able to, you know, the app itself, but the actual system that's building the app. Because what we're kind of building right now is a factory, an autonomous app factory. You can automate that process if you're doing it manually, Doobie. I bet you could. But you know what I kind of like is I kind of like now we're here, right? And this is kind of the final stage before submission. So now I'm able to actually open up the submission and be able to test out, okay, the promotional text, I'm not liking it. Okay, the description, I'm not really loving it. So I think there needs to be a little bit of human touch, definitely, which needs to be added. But it's looking good, man. It's looking really good. I'm super, super stoked about this. Obviously, one thing I do notice is it doesn't have the descriptions and stuff. So as soon as this fixes, I'll let it know. And then we're going to plug in Gemini 3.1 so it can start generating the icons for the app and stuff. So we don't even need to do that. We also need it to be able to take screenshots for the app previews. But also, I kind of enjoy the creative stuff as well. I don't know. There might need to be a balance of like, okay, it's built the app, but maybe I can do the creative assets. I don't know. We'll have to play around. Okay, so one thing I noticed is it doesn't have much metadata. No descriptions. Nothing. No images. App preview, screenshot previews of the app. Are we able to add this metadata automatically? How many downloads did you get for Snap Measure? No, we didn't actually launch Snap Measure. Everything that you see in our kind of App Store Connect right now, it's all just testing. It's not really like launched or anything. So both of these apps are just test apps. I think where we're actually going to start submitting into the App Store is once I have this factory fully submitted, because I don't really want to get I don't really want to get ahead of myself and just start submitting apps without this factory even working. Because my main goal is to get the factory working. If this autonomous app factory is able to literally generate 5 apps a day, and I'm just saying 5 as a number, it could do more than that, it could do less, but the goal is for it to automatically generate apps. And if I can get this to work, dude, I'm happy if I'm freaking verifying and submitting 30 apps a day, you know, on the live stream. All I'm doing is having a chat with you guys while I'm reviewing the apps that it's built while I've been sleeping at night. That's the ideal workflow that I'm aiming for here. And that's what I kind of want to focus on. So I could obviously like submit like Snap Measure Pro and Warranty Vault right now, but it defeats the purpose because, you know, I want to be able to get this to work. And then, you know, when this starts working, we can start iterating. So I submit an app, but it actually tracks the reviews and it's able to see like, okay, like, is this what's going on? What up, Corneva? Is the rev made up? Yeah, bro. Completely made it up. It's fiction, man. I clickbaited you. I think like some of these apps seem interesting. Like I'd probably use Plant Pulse is interesting. Never kill another house plant. Meeting Memo. I was thinking about this the other day. There's a bunch of them out there already, but doesn't mean you can't make your own. The app has an EN/AU localization. Let me update to use that. Uploading metadata. So it should be able to autonomously update the metadata because once you create the app manually, it doesn't need additional manual kind of support. That's like the only kind of area where it needs it. Okay, I'm looking at the never miss a warranty claim again, and this is looking good. So we got metadata now. Promotional text, never miss a warranty claim again. Never miss a warranty claim again. Warranty Vault helps anyone who buys electronics, appliances, or products with warranties. And I'd probably say through scan receipts with AI to extract warranty info, get notifications before warranties expire, store all your warranties in one place, simple intuitive interface, works offline, no account required, privacy focused, your data stays on your device. I like it. Looks cool. I noticed the no screenshots got uploaded. So let's implement all this into the autonomous app factory. Make sure we are applying the changes. Let's try the automated screenshot. Okay, it's testing out the screenshots because up here you can see that the screenshots aren't really here. iPad. Do we need to have it for iPad? Apple Watch. Apple Watch could be an interesting one, you know? Like you quickly are able to just add your... But Apple Watch doesn't have a camera, you know? So maybe that wouldn't work. It needs to be through your phone. I wonder how popular Apple Watch apps are. I didn't really think about that. So is this automatically opening up an emulator for it to take screenshots? Is that what's happening here? Let's see. Okay. Yo, is that the icon that it generated? For Warranty Vault? It's kind of cool. Oh, it's opening up the iPad Pro. Damn. Alright. It's cool to see it like do it automatically. Like I'm not touching anything right now. The test will be if things actually change. We can see the app right there. I don't mind the logo. It's not bad for a first take. Screenshots captured. Let me create the upload script and integrate everything into the factory. I don't know if it took the screenshots. It literally just scrolled once. Like I didn't see it open the app or anything. You know what I mean? I have a feeling the screenshots are going to come out wonky. I think what could work really well for the, I guess, marketing for Warranty Vault is like showing customers who actually like saving money and shit. I've been subscribed to Pixel Labs AI for a year or two. I don't use it much, mostly for making games with my son. But they have an API and an MCP, and it's absolutely insane. It would do great for icons. Pixel Labs AI. What sort of games you make with your son? Anything fun? Or are they just like Roblox games or something? Pixel Labs AI. Oh, cool. So they're like a game making thing. Building AI tools for the indie game dev community. Create a unique pixel art assets for your game 10x faster with AI. Loved by 3,000 developers. Damn, this is cool. Where'd you hear about this? Vibecoding AI toolkit. Enable vibecoding with our model context protocol server. Generate animated pixel art characters and tile sets directly from your AI coding assistant. That's sick. Build a 2D platformer. Create a pixel art RPG in Godot. Dude, you know, I know exactly who would like this in the community. Yo, you gotta talk to Aru, man. Yo, is Aru watching? I haven't seen you pop in the chat, but Aru, he's always building games. I feel like he'd love this. This is cool. Would you ever get Sheldon to help you edit videos? That's what I want to get it to help with as well. I'm not going to lie. If Sheldon could help me edit my videos to a like good degree, I definitely would. I was thinking about it. I'm just thinking about like maybe a Premiere Pro plugin, and could I just connect, maybe I don't even need Sheldon. Maybe I just connect Claude Code. Like web games, kind of whatever comes up off the top of his head. Stumbled onto it a while ago. The pro account is like 20 a month and has like 30 tools. They have workflows built, all kinds of smart stuff. That's cool. You know, that's what I'm realizing is quite an interesting business model that's popping up right now with AI is, you know, these kind of workflows that people are building. Like Larry Brain has popped off recently, which is an interesting one made by Oliver Henry. And this guy essentially claims to basically generate slideshows that automatically publish to TikTok. And he's generated 8 million in views. And it's purely like building in public sort of vibes. And it's really interesting to see like, okay, this is like his next business where he's actually selling multiple different tools that he's built for Openclaw. Really interesting business model that's popping up right now. Okay, so let's have a look at Warranty Vault. Okay, we have some images, definitely not very great. Oh, what have I done? Let's go back. I think I messed up. I need to show that, you know, it needs to actually, in order to the screenshots are just of the emulator. They don't actually open the app and tap around the app to show the different screens. We need to create a system that realizes, okay, this app has 4 screens. It has 4 screens. Let's go ahead and find all of them. We also need to add a rule that we don't show the monetization screen, because who would want to see that? Canva has an auto clip feature for video content. I'm not sure if there's an API, but it does a pretty good job. I've seen Canvas. I use Canva quite a lot. I've used it. It's not the best when it comes to long form content. I don't know. They have a really shit video editor. Like, I really don't like the Canva video editor specifically. It's very inflexible. They definitely have a long way to go. Pixel Labs are great. Already use them for mascots and icons for my apps. Okay, that's cool. If Vincent says it's good, it must be good, man. Like, damn. Man, I got to get rid of this Nightbot timed message because you can't even get OG anymore. Okay. It's not great. It's just super easy. Canva, I really like it for creating graphics. So a lot of the time what I'll do with my workflow is I'll actually go onto Canva to generate graphics, which I will then have in my YouTube video. Like, check out this graphic that I created. And you can fully animate it, right? Where is it? This one right here. Look at this. So this is in my latest video. And if I present it, you can see like it gets animated like this. And it's paused here weirdly. I don't know why, but yeah, it like fully animates. And so that's really cool. And I use this feature a lot. And then I save this as an MP4. I also do stuff like this. Like this, right? I animated this as well. So you can see like it's got this cool kind of animation that occurs when you look at it. And then I can just plug this straight into my video. So that's kind of what I use Canva for mainly. But yeah, I use Canva a lot. I think Canva is really good. If they made a really, like if they put a bit more time towards the video editor, I definitely think there'd be competition for Adobe and whatever the other one is. Yo, definitely try the animate button, man. They got a lot of templates that you can use. It's insane. It can explain everything on every level and just made a 30-minute podcast out of my university slides. Great stuff. They just updated the settings. You got to click around. You can change what they talk about, even down to specifics, and then join the conversation. Is not only hilarious, it's actually really useful. Whoa, that's insane. Dude, I need to look at Notebook LM. That edit with the muscles was sick. Oh, you like that? Cheers. That took me like an hour and it cracked me up so much every time I watched it. For those wondering what Okick's talking about, it's this video right here. Let me actually show you because it's so funny, man. The first 10 seconds cracks me up. Yeah, let me share this with you guys.
Openclaw is the most powerful AI agent framework in the world right now. But 99% of people are...
Dude. So I don't know if you guys get this reference, but this is actually a real image that Sam Altman posted on... This image right here is a real image that Sam Altman posted on Twitter. Like, look at this. Sam Altman, fighter. Dude. He freaking posted this. Look at this. He literally generated an image. He was like, also a very fun way to use it is to easily get fun images in ChatGPT, for example. And he's just generated this like Christmas calendar thing where he's like shirtless and stuff. It was so weird. And everyone was like, what the hell? The comments are pretty funny. I don't want to pay 30% higher electricity prices for this shit. Like, just cracked me up. So a little bit of an inside joke in this specific image right here. I thought it was kind of funny. If you know, you know kind of thing. But yeah, Sam Altman can be a bit weird sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Dude, Sam Altman has no fucks to give anymore. Yeah, he's insane, hey. Like, Grok's Imagine much better. Yeah, Grok's is really good too. Dude, Sam Altman's crazy these days. I'm not gonna lie. He be saying some insane shit, dude. Like, I'm like, bro, are you trying to get the people on your side? Like, you're literally creating an app that is going to make people lose jobs. Like, you gotta make sure your PR shit's like sorted out, man. He really doesn't like give a fuck. It's crazy. Yes. Put the music back on. Making some good progress. We got monetization sorted, and we've got auto submission like kind of getting there. And I'm not too fussed about the apps like screenshots and stuff. So if this takes too long, I'm probably just gonna skip it. Like automating screenshots feels like it would be more tricky than like some of these other things that are a bit more high impactful, like onboarding screens, you know, connecting to VO, like screenshot uploads for metadata, a bit less. Because even if you got it right, I feel like they'd still look kind of shit. You kind of need a human touch. Like the screens that I made for Sway, I don't know if you guys remember, but I made some pretty nice screens for Sway. I'm trying to remember where it is. Oh, here. Yeah, check these out. Like these screens look way nicer. And I actually used Canva Animate here. So Canva literally animates this little critter. So you can see, like, boom. These are the screens that are showing in the App Store. Like, how sick is that? And so I feel like if you do it this way, you get a higher conversion rate because it's explaining what's happening, and it's a bit more fun, and it's a bit extra than what everyone else is doing. When you already made Skynet, you don't have to care about PR. That's so fair. Man, how much do you pay for Open Router API with auto routing? That's a good question. I haven't checked in a while. I can have a quick look for you if you want. Here, let me just make sure it's not sharing my API keys or something. So I topped it up with $100 like last week. So let's have a look. To be fair, I haven't actually had my Openclaw running because I reset it because the context bloat. So we will need to see. It shouldn't be too high. Oh, I'm calm. It's only used like $5. I would say my AI tokens right now, they're not really going towards Openclaw, more so the system to build Openclaw's functionalities. Like for example, my Claude Code subscription and my Codex 5.3 subscription and stuff. I like the little square dude. Yeah, we made him through Canva as well, actually. Actually, I slot him through Gemini to generate the mascot. Question from a business perspective and in Australia, how are you running these for tax reasons? Or is it something you prefer private message me with it? Tax reasons, I just have a LTD set up. So it's just a company. Everything runs through my company, which is just an LTD. And yeah, we pay taxes and everything. It's what, 25% for business? I used to have it set up as sole trader, Lee. And then I realized that I was paying a ridiculous amount in tax. Like I think I paid 40% last year, which I'm still paying off to this day because it was just so much tax and I'm a bit of an idiot and I'm young and I hadn't done any research in the tax department. I was just doing research in the business department. And so as a sole trader, I was making a lot of money in business and didn't even think about my taxes. Taxes came around. My accountant was like, yo, are you doing your taxes? I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. Hits me with a massive tax bill. And I was like, shit, I really got to set up my taxes properly. So we kind of have a LTD. We have a company set up, and then the shares of the company are also owned by my trust. So if one day we need to sell the company or something like that, I don't have to pay taxes on that, which is nice. But yeah, that's kind of how everything's set up right now, if you're curious. Yeah, you don't want to mess around with icon, name, screenshots, and onboarding. I agree. I feel like that's where the human touch comes in, you know, because AI is still a bit fidgety and everything. Can you explain some about the context field? Whatever you said about the reason you shut your Openclaw off. Yeah, sure. So basically, what happened was this. What you're seeing on the screen right now is a culmination of like 3.5 weeks of fucking around with Openclaw. And so what kind of happened the first time when we tried to build this, because we've been trying to build this autonomous app loop for a while now. And the first time we tried to build it, we had Openclaw, you know, generating images for a second app idea that we had. We had Openclaw doing all these different things. It was on X, posting content, and it was also my personal assistant. And it was doing the app factory thing. So it ran out of context because there was just too much shit going on. So that didn't work. The second time, we were like, okay, we're only going to let it focus on the app. So we let Openclaw build the app itself. And then it ran out of context because it was like, okay, this is actually a really big project. And now when we actually try to do shit, I don't have any context left. And so now the third attempt that we're doing is we're actually getting Claude Code to build the system. So our Openclaw can, with full context, plug into this system that we built and just run through every step as if it was a human. Because Claude Code is able to take control of your computer. So if we are able to give it a very specific set of guidelines, like step 1 is ideate, where Opus and Codex are going to go online and research X and Reddit to find pain points. Our Openclaw agent is literally going to just see, okay, they're running and they're doing that. And so what this is going to do is this is going to actually clear a lot of room in its context, because now our Openclaw agent is no longer actively doing tasks. All it's doing is delegating tasks. So it greatly reduces the context bloat that was occurring originally, because it delegates the task to the specific models. The models are actually doing the heavy lifting. Our Openclaw agent is just assigning the tasks to each model. And so you can see the different stages here, right? You got ideate, you got build, review. These are all different stages with different models being used. And all Openclaw is doing is like going, yep, ideate done. All right, now go build. And this will check like every 5 minutes. Reviews done. All right, go to monetize. Monetize done. All right, go to stage. And all it's doing is just, directing and orchestrating the system to operate. So this is our third attempt now. So that's kind of why we reset our Openclaw, because we kept running out of context. Check App Store to verify they show the actual app. Okay, let's have a look. So if we go back here into apps, Warranty Vault. Okay, nice. We've got some screenshots here, but they're not looking great. So honestly, I'm just going to skip it entirely. Let's skip autonomous screenshots. I'll do this manually. I think the next thing that I wanted to do was onboarding. Oh yeah, Kick. You said something about getting Sheldon to edit my YouTube videos. This is an interesting skill that I found called video motion graphics, where you can connect it to your Claude code, and it's going to basically look through your footage and create like motion graphics for it. Nothing crazy, but simple things that would save a lot of time. So this is definitely something worth checking out, I think. I'm going to try it out maybe later after stream. Don't include paywall monetize in that screenshot. Okay, done, factory updated. All right, let's go. I think next step now is to add the onboarding screens. Let's work on onboarding screens to explain the app features to new users. The onboarding screens. This will hopefully increase retention, because if we share how the app works to new users, they'll be more inclined to use it. I think all apps should have 3 to 10 onboarding screens. Can you suggest, okay, I got it now. You had it doing all the work rather than as an orchestrator. Yeah, basically. Do you think you will market the apps on TikTok and YouTube Shorts? Yes. So after we have the autonomous app factory set up and it's building apps, I think then the next step is actually going to be marketing. And I want to set up, maybe we can have like, I want to see if, can we have multiple TikTok accounts, like maybe 10, 20 TikTok accounts, and it kind of filters through different ones for the different apps. Like for example, if we have a productivity app, if we have a bunch of productivity apps that are launching, maybe we have a TikTok account that focuses on productivity and it's just posting and advertising the apps. And then if we have like maybe one for beauty and home, there's just a TikTok account for beauty and home. And if we can set up this autonomous kind of network of marketing, that's kind of the next step. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to do that because marketing is kind of where my interest lies. So ideally, the faster we can do this, the better. Can you suggest the best way for Openclaw to pay for API keys for auto routing or for VPS plus Olama? I mean, you can set up Openclaw to have its own crypto account. And if your Openclaw is doing some cool stuff, people are going to want to, maybe trade your Openclaw coin, which will generate fees, which will then pay for its own API keys. Or your Openclaw is, building apps or helping in some sort of business way, to, you know, it might not need to pay for its tokens directly. You know, maybe it helps you in your business find 5 leads. And then like maybe once a month, one of those leads is actually a paying customer, which actually ends up paying for the Openclaw. You know, like it might not need to be as direct as people are kind of marketing it to be. Because I reckon there's a lot of BS online for sure around the Openclaw stuff and it getting itself to pay for itself. But I also do think it's very possible. There's just a lot of dickery involved. Or you end up with a lot of phones. Yeah, have you seen that? Dude, I save everything on TikTok, but dude, dude, this one's crazy. Where is it? Man, I save so much shit. Dude, look at this. Like a literal phone farm where people are like farming views and shit. Isn't that insane? This blew my mind a little bit. I was like, damn, what's that? Each row has like what? If you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, there's probably 50 each row. That's 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 phones. If they all like and subscribe, could probably blow up a channel with that, you know? Or maybe you're like listening to songs. I don't know. There's definitely a lot you could do around that. Imagine having an Openclaw on every single one of them as employees doing work for you. Okay, so we got onboarding screens in progress right now. From crypto mining to insta mining. Yeah, for real. They're called MMO. They make 100K a month at least. Damn. What does MMO stand for? Cozy. We need to build that. Is it called white hat marketing? Shouldn't be that hard to add onboarding screens, surely. Make money online. Interesting. I didn't know that. So what? It's just this phone farming kind of thing that just prints money? That's insane. I mean, you always hear about artists like faking their streams and stuff. Like some artists will have like 10 million listens on their song that you've never heard of. They definitely would use this shit. Basic involves earn money from social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, etc. Interesting. Interesting. That's an interesting business model. I've never really considered that. Massively multiplayer online. See, that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. MMO is like massive multiplayer online game. That's so funny. Glad I wasn't the only one thinking that. They have this massive bot, like 10, 20 account for each platform, automate upload every post a day. I have seen that actually, the AI automation accounts. Bro, make a video on how to create a PRD with 80 to 90% success rate. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. I'm gonna write that down. I've got like this video ideas doc and Notion. I'm actually gonna write that down. Appreciate the idea, bro. I'm always looking for new content ideas, so if anyone has any, let me know. All right. They farm reels on Facebook. Shit, they make tons of money. That's funny. So what? They'd make a reel on Facebook, and then they'd get these bots to just auto watch it a bunch. Is that what it is? Run the app in simulator. Can anyone use Skills MP? It's mainly for Claude Code. I actually haven't tested it in Codex, but yeah, it's mainly for Claude Code. It's not even for Openclaw. It's for Claude Code. Openclaw or ClaudeBot has its own marketplace called ClawHub. Skills MP is specifically for Claude Code users. So if you use Opus or Sonnet or anything like that. Yeah, it's really good. There's like heaps of skills. I think they got over like 200,000 skills available right now. 269,875 skills available right now. So yeah, every single week they're like doubling in skills. There's definitely a lot of noise, so be careful. There is probably even some malware, so be super careful what you download, obviously. Do your due diligence. No, they just spam posting reels with different content on this massive account bot. So for 10 to 20K bot, at least 1 to 100 counts each reach millions of views. More views equals more money. Target USA audience. That is insane. Damn, Doobie is wrong. You can use skills across anything. It doesn't make a difference. The skills standard works across anything that supports skills. So Vincent, you can use it in Codex as well? Not just Claude Code, is that right? Because I thought Codex recently launched their own skills kind of... Yo, this onboarding screen is looking good. Welcome to Warranty Vault. Never miss a warranty claim again. Keep all your warranties organized in one place. Scan your receipts. Use AI-powered scanning to automatically extract warranty information from your receipts. Receive timely reminders before your warranties expire so you never miss a claim. Private and secure. Your data stays on your device. No account required. No cloud storage. Let's get started. Tap the plus button to add your first warranty and start protecting your purchases. Yo, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good onboarding screen. All right, cool. Let's set that up for the automated app factory loop. Screens are looking really good. Cool. I didn't know that. Thanks, Vince. Claw Hub or Skills MD can both be used across anything. Skills is just a markdown file, can be used anywhere. I mean, I've seen more of the complicated skills. They have like, you know, a bit more like scripts and stuff outside of the markdowns. All right, now what I kind of want to do next, because we've got the onboarding, we've got the monetization. So we've basically done these two. It doesn't matter. Claw Hub is not exclusive to Claude, and same goes for Skills MD. Interesting. There we go. The more you know. Test the quality check preview. Just the quality check preview. Because we do have like a quality check section in the review. All 5 hard gates passed, compiles, tests, no secrets, no placeholders, no vulnerabilities. 8.3 out of 10 in iPhone 17 simulator for visual review. You should see warranty vault with the onboarding screens in the simulator now. Okay. All right, cool. So we got monetization. We got the screens. Hi, is this Moltboard? No, this is called Sheldon. So this is our autonomous app factory that we're building right now. Moltboard was actually this pixelated. This is Moltboard. Vincent's beautiful art piece is still here. But yeah, not much, I guess, really happening on Moltboard. The prize pool brought in like some users. It mainly just brought in Vincent and his swarm, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think it was a good product market fit. I feel like, you know, and I can kind of share this with you guys. But, you know, I made this slide and you can kind of see like, for the hackathon, we submitted Moltboard, and in order for it to be, accepted in the hackathon, we needed it to be a Solana project. So we launched a token alongside it, which kind of blew up a little bit. And my thought process was that, okay, if we launch a token and it generates traction, then maybe that will funnel into our Moltboard website. That was kind of the whole thesis, right? And so these are the stats. My live stream blew up after I launched the token because everyone and their dog was like, yo, what the hell? This guy who's been vibe coding for like 30 days straight launched a token. Let's check it out. Crypto community is crazy like that. And so, yeah, the live stream blew up, nearly 4,000 views. And the coin also went crazy, $600,000 in trading volume, 500 holders. Now, these conversion rates are what's actually interesting, where it was a 42% conversion in followers and an 16% conversion on Sheldon's account specifically. And what was interesting was it was only a 0.5% conversion on the platform. We also generated $10,000 in fees from the coin trading, which is where that 10K came from. And so I had a new thesis where I was like, okay, if the coin isn't actually generating any users for the platform, because you can see right here, it's only got a 0.5% conversion, right? So my new thesis was, let's incentivize people to join the platform with a $500 prize pool. And if we incentivize this, platform users is going to go up, which is going to create traction for the coin, which is going to make people want to use the platform. And yeah, basically Vincent basically just peaked our counter at 130,000. And I was like, damn, it was pretty cool at the start till you realize it was Vincent and it was just this one guy, right? And it forked up a fair bit in estimated costs. And so then I went even harder. I was like, nah, I'm not giving up. So I promoted it in my recent video. I also promoted it across all of my accounts with links in my bio. And yeah, it didn't do that well. And so it kind of comes down to product market fit, where I'm like, okay, like if we had that much reach and that many people who are familiar with AI talking about it, then, or having seen it, then that tells me that it was not a good product market fit. No one really wants to use the product or the platform. And so, yeah, that's kind of it. This is what I learned. These are my next steps. And this is kind of where I'm at. You should see Warranty Vault with the onboarding stream. Okay. But on that note, I might end it here, guys. Main focus today was monetization and screen onboarding. So we got that out the way. I think tomorrow, we kind of just focused on Warranty Vault today. So tomorrow, what I want to do is I want to run it through at least 2 or 3 different apps. And let's see, is it like hitting home for all of these new apps that it's able to generate? And is it going through the process smoothly? Is it automatically uploading to the Apple Connect store? Is it adding the monetization, etc., etc.? And that'll give us a really good idea of, what else do we need to iterate. So far, all we've got into is it's able to do one app, basically end to end, with little left to kind of improve on. I'm pretty happy with the where it's at. So yeah, next we'll basically be testing if it can do multiple without any kind of human interaction. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow, same time. I'll probably start a bit earlier, maybe 2-3 hours earlier. But yeah, Kick, peace out. Vincent, peace out. Avan, peace out. Ankh, peace out. Jogum, peace out. I'll catch you guys. Cozy, thanks for the info that you shared. Name unknown, peace out. Peace out, peace out. Lee, peace out. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Had a good time with y'all. Bye.